Good evening, everyone. This is RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 postseason is on the air. Tonight, we are at Fulton County Stadium. This is Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. The Phillies were finished in second place in the National League East and clinched the third seed. The Atlanta Braves are the National League West champions. So now these two teams will play each other in this best-of-5 division series here on the network. This will be an inside pitch series between the Phillies and the Braves. So hopefully we got a good matchup tonight to start this NLDS as we continue moving through the first games of the second round. Art Shackle is first to join us here through the turnstiles at Fulton County Stadium. So hopefully everyone is set and ready to go as we now go into the NLDS Game 1, the Phillies and the Braves. And if I'm correct, I believe these two teams also played each other in the historical NLCS, if I'm right, and I think I am. And I just want to double check, but I'm pretty sure I am on that. And let's see. And no, actually, they didn't play. The Phillies actually played the Dodgers that year in the West. My bad. But the Braves actually historically finished in second place in the National League West. The Phillies did win that division. So we'll see but now the Phillies will play the Braves instead in this NLDS. And hopefully we got a good matchup. So without further ado, it's time to start this playoff series between the Fightin' Phils and the Bravos. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves tonight is their number one starter, Pascual Perez, 15 wins, 8 losses, a 3.43 ERA. We are at Fulton County Stadium. It's neutral, but it favors hitters. 137 home runs hit there, -2 to strikeouts, and +1 to walks. So if everyone is set and ready to go, it is time for some baseball. Of course, happy opening day in the real world for the 2025 baseball season. And my Mets already wound up losing to the Astros, so I'm going to go ahead and say that game was rigged. But we'll see what happens tonight. Jimmy Jam now joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. So let's get everything started. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Phillies will be the right fielder, Von Hayes. 265 average, 6 homers, 32 RBIs, and 83. We're going to use blue, white, and blue dice. Braves are the home team. Let's get this round started between the Fightin' Phils and the Braves. Well, I'll tell you, this could be a very interesting series. Let's see what Inside Pitch has to say. Perez, 4-4. It's a blank. Hayes, 4-6. And it is a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Jerry Royster. And they'll toss it over to first for out number 1. Next batter is the first baseman, Pete Rose. Hall of Famer? No. One of the greatest of all time? Yeah. Should be in the Hall. 245 average and 45 RBIs and 83. Not one of his better years, but he did play in a lot of games for the Phils that year. Perez, 1-4 against a switch left. It's a blank. Rose, 3-2, and it's popped out to second base. And Glenn Hubbard says he'll take it, and he will. And that will be out number 2. Next up is the second baseman, Joe Morgan, Hall of Famer. You better believe it. 230 average, 16 homers, 59 RBIs, and 83. Perez will pitch. 3-6, strikeout 7. No. Morgan is a 7, but -2 makes him a 5. Morgan, 2-3. He's going to ground it to second base. That'll be handled there once again by Hubbard. Hubbard will take it over, turn it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils, and we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, their number 1 starter, John Denny. 19 wins, 6 losses, a 2.37 ERA. He was one of the best pitchers in '83 that year. Leading off for the Braves will be the center fielder, Brett Butler. I'm actually putting him in center for this series. 281 average, 5 homers, 37 RBIs. Denny will go ahead and pitch. Denny, 6-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Butler, 1-4, base hit. He'll hit one past second base, and Butler gets the Braves on, get them going. David Vega joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Next batter is the shortstop, Rafael Ramirez, 297 average, 7 homers, 58 RBIs. Butler at 39 steals, and he gets the steal sign, but 13 minus 4. John Denny, very good at not allowing stolen bases. That makes him a 9. Bruce Benedict is a 0 arm, though. Butler's not going anywhere. May not be able to steal on Denny. Denny, 1-1. That's going to be an automatic out, and it will be a grounder to second base, and we'll see if they turn the 2. 2, 2, 3. Shortstop pivot to Jesus, -1 is a 2, and they'll turn the double play, 2 outs. So 4-6-3 double play, 2 away. That is an S1, but with Chris now making the 2, I've already explained the reason why I'm now calling that an automatic out. I'm sorry, that's only 2 outs. So I really don't think I need to explain that again, and I really begged him not to do that. Here's the right fielder, Claudell Washington, 278 average, 9 homers, 44 RBIs that year. Denny will pitch. 3-4 against the lefty. That's a base hit right up the middle. And Washington will get a single. So the double play does hurt the Braves a little bit, but Washington on first. And now the left fielder, Dale Murphy. Some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. You could make an argument for it. 302 average, 36 homers, 121 RBIs. He played in every single game for the Braves that year. Washington had 31 steals, and he's not going anywhere. Pitch from Denny. 5-3, strikeout, 18, that's going to miss. Murphy, 2-2, base hit, right past short. Washington with 2 outs is going to have the speed. He'll get to third, and the Braves have runner at the corners. And now the batter is the third baseman, Jerry Royster. 235 average, 3 homers, 30 RBIs that year. Runners at the corners here, and nothing happening. Murphy gets the steal sign, but you don't want the inning to end at second base. Even Murphy has still a very good steal rating, 18 though, but -4 make that a 14. I think you let Royster back. Denny will pitch. Denny, 2-2, range play at the park. Fulton County, 5-1. That's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Gary Maddox, and he is after it. His range is a 3, and he's got it. Side retired. Nice play by Gary Maddox, as he definitely takes a couple of runs off the board right there. No runs, 3 hits for the Braves. They strand a couple. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Phillies will be that guy, Michael Jack Schmidt, best third baseman in baseball history. 255 average, 40 homers, 109 RBIs, and it really isn't even close. Perez will go ahead and pitch. Perez, 2-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Schmidt, 2-4, and against a righty, it's a ground out to third. That'll be handled by Royster, and Royster tosses it over for out number 1. Here's the left fielder, Gary Matthews, 258 average, 10 homers, 50 RBIs. Perez will pitch. 3-3, wild pitch. It's a blank. Matthews, 4-4, and that'll be a single. He'll hit that one past first, and Matthews gets the first hit of the game for the Phillies. Here's the center fielder, Gary Maddox. 2/3 of the earth is covered by water. The other third is covered by Gary Maddox. 275 average, 4 homers, 32 RBIs, although he's only a range of 3 and 83. He was beginning to slow a little bit down. Matthews had 13 steals, and he is staying put. Perez, 3-4, strikeout, no. Maddox, a 4-4, that's a grounder to second base. 3-3-4, shortstop pivot. Ramirez, +1 is a 5, and they'll turn the double play and end the inning. 4-6-3 double play, no runs and a hit for the Phils, and we'll go to the bottom of inning 2. Leading off for the Braves will be the first baseman, Chris Chambliss, a .280 average, 20 homers, 78 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. Denny will deal. 1-2, strikeout, 9. That missed. Chambliss, 5-3, and it's powered into center field. That's an 18, but it's going to stay up there long enough for Gary Maddox to come down with it. It'll be out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Glenn Old Mother Hubbard, .263 average, 12 homers, 70 RBIs, and 83. Hubbard, 1-5, hit by pitch. No, it's high. Hubbard, 5-6, and that's grounded to second. An easy play there for Morgan. And Morgan tosses it over for the second out. Here's the catcher, Bruce Benedict. .298 average, 2 homers, 43 RBIs for the Braves that year. Denny, a 3-5 home run chance. Righty, 1-11. The 3 is good. Now against a righty, Benedict needs a 1. So he has only a 5% chance to hit this ball out. Nope. 4-4, and it's going to be grounded to short. That'll be picked up there by Ivan De Jesus, and he'll take his time and toss it over and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Braves. No score after 2. Combined ERA of these two pitchers is 5.7, so we should get a pitcher's duel, I would think, in between these guys. Doug Hutt joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Leading off for the Phils will be the catcher, Bo Diaz, .236 average, 15 homers, 64 RBIs, and 83. Perez, a 2-4, that's at the park. Fulton County, 1-2, and it's grounded to short. Easy play for Ramirez, and over to first it goes. Here's the shortstop, Ivan De Jesus, a .254 average, 4 homers, 45 RBIs. Perez, a 2-6 error on a grounder. De Jesus, 6-3, and that is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Ramirez. His error rating is a 13. That's a 15. Ramirez has got it. He'll throw to first and get the out, 1-2 down. Ramirez almost misjudged it, but he made the play. And now here's the pitcher, John Denny, a .169 average and 2 RBIs that year. Deal from Perez, 4-4, blank. Denny, 1-2, grounder right back to Perez. Easy comebacker for him, and he will take his time and toss it over, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Phils. We go to the bottom of the third. Speaking of pitchers batting, leading off for the ATL will be the pitcher, Pascual Perez, a .160 average with 3 RBIs that year in 83. Denny will deal. Denny, 5-3, strikeout. Yeah, he'll get him at the 12, and that's strikeout number 1 for Denny. He had 139 of them in 83. Here's Butler. Butler got a single his first time up. Denny, he will pitch. 6-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Butler, 1-1, ground out to second base. Easy play from Morgan. And Morgan tosses it over for out number 2. I'm actually not expecting many people tonight. I know a lot of people are watching opening day baseball. Can't blame them. And, of course, the tournament. Here's Ramirez. Ramirez is 0 for 1, so I hope anybody will catch the replay. But I'm glad for the ones that are here today. Denny will pitch. 1-3, wild pitch. It's a blank. Ramirez, 6-5, base hit. He'll hit that one pass short, and Ramirez has his first hit of the series. Washington is next. He's 1-for-1, base hit his first time up. No score, bottom of the third, game one of this NLDS between the Phillies and the Braves. And I should roll a strat first. Ramirez did have 16 steals, and he's not going anywhere. Denny, 4-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Washington, 6-6 base hit right past second base. And Ramirez will have decent speed with 2 outs. He'll make third. So Washington gets his second hit of the ball game, and here comes the Murph. Murph got a single his first time up. Fans here at Fulton County know that Murphy can send this one from Georgia into Alabama. Denny will go ahead, strategy roll first. Nothing happening there. Washington does get the steal sign, but he ain't doing that. He's going to let Murphy swing the bat. Denny will set up against the Murph. 6-6, and against the righty, it's going to be an automatic. Out, and it'll be a grounder to third. Easily picked up by Michael Schmidt, and he'll toss it over to second and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits for the Braves. The Braves are getting runners on, but John Denny doing a good job keeping them from crossing the plate. No score after 3. We go to the fourth. And leading off for the Phillies will be Von Hayes, and I believe he belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. Hayes is 0-for-1. Many times watching the Mets back in the 80s when they played the Phillies, and every time Von Hayes got up to the plate, I got a little nervous. Perez, 3-1, strikeout 9. That's going to be high. Hayes, 1-5, grounder right back to the pitcher. Perez will take care of that, and he'll toss it to first. Here comes Charlie Hustle. Rose is 0-for-1. Perez, a 1-5. That's at the park. Fulton County, 2-2. That's a home run to the pull side. But Rose has zeros. He didn't hit one. So instead, that ball is going to die out there. So that is going to be a fly out the right field, as Claudell Washington's going to have plenty of room near the track, actually. Maybe close to the wall, but he'll pull it down, 2 down. Here's Morgan. Morgan is 0-for-1. Pitch from Perez. And 4-6, strikeout 12. No. Morgan, 1-1, base hit. Hits one past second. And he'll keep the inning going for the Phils. And now here comes a guy who can also send the ball from Georgia into Alabama, Michael Jack Schmidt, and he's 0-for-1. Morgan on at first, and he's staying at first. Perez, got to be careful with Schmidt. Perez will set up, and he will deal. Perez, 1-1, and that's exactly, if you're Perez, that is not what you wanted, because Perez, that is a home run result. And Mike Schmidt, well, I really don't think I need to say anything more than that. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Michael Jack Schmidt. Stadium groans. That is a 2-run bomb by Mike Schmidt. And Mike Schmidt, last time we had Mike Schmidt in the postseason, which was 1976, when the Phillies beat the Oakland Athletics in my 76 replay, Schmidt was on a tear. But he did not win the MVP that year. I gave it the MVP of that season. I gave it to Dick Allen, which I felt was just a little bit more deserving. But Mike Schmidt will go ahead in his first postseason home run here, and it's 2-0 Phils. And I'm pretty sure that is not going to be the only home run we'll be seeing him hit. As Perez actually picked Schmidt a grapefruit, and he turned that into fruit salad. Devil 9 GLA joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Here's Matthews. Matthews got a single his first time up. Pitch from Perez. 3-5, strikeout, got him. The inning is over. And that is going to be the first strikeout for Perez. He had 144 of them that year. 2 runs on 2 hits. And it's always special, I feel, that when a home run is hit by one of the best of all time. And I think Mike Schmidt definitely qualifies in that category. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Phillies now have a 2-0 lead. I'm pretty sure you guys will also agree with that. Here's Jerry Royster, 0 for 1. 2-0 Phils. Pitch from Denny. 2-6, blank. Royster. A 6-5, ground out to third. That'll be handled by Schmidt. And over to first it goes, 1 down. Here's Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 1. Denny, he'll go ahead and pitch. 3-2, it's a blank. Chambliss, 4-1, ground out to second base. Joe Morgan will get to that. And that'll be out number 2. Hubbard is next. He's 0 for 1. Denny sets up. And 6-3, error on a throw. Hubbard, 5-1, ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Schmidt. His error rating is a 9. That's a 13. Schmidt's got it. Takes his time, pumps once, throws to first to make sure it's on line. And it is. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for John Denny. 2-0 Phillies after 4. Top of the 5th. Rapidly moving ball game so far. Gary Maddox leads off. He's 0 for 1. Perez will go ahead and pitch. 6-2, strikeout. And, yep, got him. Struck him out. Swing and a miss. And that is strikeout number 2 for Perez. 1 down. Here comes Diaz. Diaz is 0 for 1. Perez, he'll pitch. And 6-5 against the righty. It's a strikeout plus 10. And believe it or not, that 16 is going to be too high. Diaz becomes a 17. -2 is a 15. He avoids it. Diaz, 1-4. And because of that, he'll hit a base hit to left. Single to left field for Diaz. So because he couldn't get the strikeout, Diaz is going to get the hit. And now the batter is De Jesus. And he is 0 for 1. Steeler fan joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. And of course, Steeler fan knows that my game with his Astros and my Mets, he knows for a fact that was definitely rigged. De Jesus is 0 for 1. Diaz does have does have 1 stolen base, and he says, I don't think so. Perez, 1-5. That's at the park. Fulton County, 4-1. Base hit right past third. Diaz is mud. He'll hold at second base. So Diaz will hold there. And now runners at first and second. The batter is Denny. Denny actually can hit the ball, and he's going to swing away. Strategy roll still. He does get the bunt sign, but he says, no, I'll swing. Diaz on at second, De Jesus on at first, and Perez will go ahead and pitch. Ron McGrath joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Perez, 6-2, strikeout. That'll get Denny easily. Struck him out. And that's the third K for Perez. 2 away. And now Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 2. Strategy. Nothing on the 19th. Perez will go out and deal with Hayes. Fans here at Fulton County would like to see Perez keep this where it is. Pitch from Perez, 5-5 against the lefty. That's a walk plus 10, and the bases are loaded. That 9 will walk the bases on a walk plus 10. And now with the bases full of Phils, here is Charlie Hustle. Hustle is 0 for 2. 2-0 Phillies. A 2-run bomb by Michael Jack Schmidt, the difference. Strategy. Nothing on the 19. Perez will pitch to Rose. Perez, 2-4. That is at the park. Fulton County, 2-1. He'll get out of it. That's going to be a ground ball to third. and that'll be picked up there by Royster. And Royster is going to throw to first to get Rose. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, a walk. The Phillies do strand the bases loaded, though. That could come to haunt them. But we'll go to the bottom of the 5th here. Bruce Eggs Benedict leads off for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. 2-0 Phillies. Game 1 of this NLDS. Denny, 5-5 against a righty. It's an automatic out, and it's a grounder to second base. Easy play for Morgan, and Morgan tosses it over one way. Here's Perez. Perez is 0 for 1. He'll bat. Denny will go ahead and pitch. And 2-3, strikeout. Yep, struck him out easily. And that is strikeout number 2 for John Denny, 2 away. Here comes the Butler. He's 1 for 2 with a single. Denny, he sets up and pitches. 5-6, walk. 14 is high. Butler, a 6-6, and against the righty, he flies one to right field. But Hayes is going to have a lot of room there. He'll get there and retire the side. So far, John Denny pitching kind of like how we did in 83. 3 up, 3 down. 2-0 Phillies after 5. I know people are watching opening day baseball, I'm sure. And, of course, the basketball, the NCAA tournament. Why I probably don't have many people tonight. But, again, for those of you that are here that are either watching the game or just lurking and listening, thank you very much. Top of the 6th. And it will be Joe Morgan leading off. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Perez, he will pitch. 5-1 against the lefty. It's blank. Morgan, 2-1, fly to right. And Washington will get to it and make the catch. Here's Schmidt. He's 1 for 2 with a bomb. A 2-run bomb given up by Perez. Perez will pitch. And 5-4 against a righty. Walk. Yeah, he'll walk him this time. And I guess Perez may have been a little bit too casual. And that will be a walk. That is the second walk given up by Perez. He had 46 of them in 83. Next up is Matthews. He's 1 for 2. Schmidt did have 7 steals. He's not going anywhere here. Perez will go ahead and pitch. 3-5, strikeout, no. Matthews, 2-1, powered into right field. That's a 5, and that's going to be a double for Gary Matthews. That is a double to right. And let's see, Schmidt base running 3, 0 adjustment. A 1-3, Schmidt will score, and he won't. They hold him at third base. Schmidt stays at second. A double for Matthews. As a good arm by as Washington actually has a bad arm, but he actually good enough for it to go ahead and keep him there. So Schmidt holds. So now runners at second and third for Maddox. Maddox is 0 for 2. The infield is going to play in. They're not going to put Maddox on base, even though they could. But I just don't think you put base. This is the playoffs. I just don't think you give runners base. If there were 2 outs, maybe I'd understand. But Perez is going to pitch to Maddox. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 15. Perez will pitch. 6-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Maddox, 6-1. And Maddox is going to come through. He smacks that into center field. And that's going to be a double. Schmidt will score. Matthews will score. Maddox stands up at second base. 4-0 Phillies. Stadium groans. 2 RBI double by Gary Maddox. And now it's a 4-0 lead for the Phils. The batter is Diaz. Diaz is 1 for 2. Perez He has 3 batters left. We'll see if he finishes this inning. They're gonna try to see if he can get the inning finished. But now 4-0 in favor of the Phillies here. And strategy rolls are still active, and nothing happening with Maddox. Maddox stays at second. Pitch from Perez. 1-4 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. And yes, called strike 3 on Diaz. He'll get it. He'll get the strikeout. That's the 4th. As Diaz becomes a 17, -2 is a 15. He will get Diaz on that. So now 2 outs. Here's De Jesus. And he is 1 for 2 with a single. Maddox on at second. Perez will pitch. 5-6. Range play at the park. Fulton County. 2-6. That's a ground ball to first base. It's going to be a range play for Chambliss. Not that great. His range is a 2. He's not going to get it. And that's going to be a base hit. That'll be a single for De Jesus. It will be a 1-base single. Maddox will hold at third even with 2 outs. At least I think. I want to double check, but I'm pretty sure that is. Let's see here. That's a 1-base. Is that a 1-base or is that a single? Or just a single pass first? Sometimes I haven't. Let's see here. Let's see. That becomes an S3. No, that doesn't happen. That's an S3. It's not just a 1-base single. Perez, base runner 3, hit past first, and with 2 outs, he would become a 4. Yeah, he scores. My bad. He scores. Maddox will score as De Jesus gets that. It is now 5-0 Phillies. Stadium groans. RBI single by De Jesus. The batter now is Denny. Denny is 0 for 2. And they're going to let Perez pitch to him. See if he can get out of the inning. So now 5-0 Phillies here. Perez will pitch. Strategy rolls are now off. Perez, 4-3. It's a blank. Denny, 5-3. That's a grounder to third. That'll be picked up by Royster. He's going to throw to second to get De Jesus, and that will do the inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, and a walk. But the Phillies now have a 5-0 lead here going in the bottom of the 6th. And right now they look like they're in control for this first game. Rafael Ramirez leads off for Atlanta. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Denny will pitch. And 6-6 against the righty. It's an automatic out. And it'll be a grounder to second base. Easily handled by Joe Morgan, 1 down. Here's Washington. Washington 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles tonight. Denny, a 2-5. That is a pitcher result. Lefty, though, is a blank. Washington, a 5-2, and that's fly to center field. And looks like Maddox is going to get to that. And that's the second out. Next batter is the Murph. Murph is 1 for 2 with a single. Denny will go ahead and pitch. Denny, 1-2, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. And the inning is done. Third strikeout for Denny. And 1-2-3 go the Braves. 5-0 after 6. We go to the top of the 7th. And the leadoff batter for the Phillies is Vaughn Hayes. That is it for Pascual Perez. He is tired. He's coming out of the game. And the Phillies, he will leave with the L. And we'll see who the Phillies bring up the bat. It's got left switch left. So let's see who the Phillies are going to bring on to pitch. And they're going to go with, coming on to pitch for Atlanta is going to be Terry Forster. 3 wins, 2 losses, 13 saves. A 2.16 ERA. So Forster will make an appearance. And we'll go up against Hayes. Top of the 7th, 5-0. when you say a runner has the steal sign. That's because with a D20, I'll have to show you an example. Forster, 2-2, range play at the park. Fulton County, 5-2. That's a home run to center field against a lefty. Hayes needs a 7. That's a 10. All right, he's not going to be a home run, but now it's a chance for a double for the center fielder, Brett Butler. He wasn't too bad. His range is a 4. He's got it at the wall. 1 out. Nice play by Brett Butler in center, and that's going to be a fly out. And there's 1 away. Next batter is Charlie Hustle. He's 0 for 3. What happens, Jimmy Dam, is when I roll a D20, you have the attempt here, which is the steal rating, okay? And then you add or subtract the left side of the pitcher card to make. So if Pete Rose was to get on and I rolled a 1, he would have a chance to steal. He only had 7 steals, though. Forster will pitch. 2-2, range play at the park. Fulton County, 5-1, fly ball to center field once again. Brett Butler going after it. His range is a 4. He won't get this one. And that is going to be a double for Pete Rose. So Rose gets his first hit of the game. This time Butler couldn't get that one. And the Phillies have a big run on second base. So you can't go when you want like Strat. Yes, but remember, if you want to call a steal, call a steal. That's up to you if you want. The strategy rolls are always optional. It just kind of makes it a little bit more down to the statistics of the game, that's all. But in the postseason, but me doing postseason games, though, is a little bit different. But yeah, so you can go when you can go if you want. If you want to go, you can go. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Here's Morgan. He's 1 for 3. 1 out, 5-0, top of the 7th. Strategy rolls are off. Forster, 5-5. He's not tired. That's going to be an automatic out. And it'll be a fly ball to center field. And Butler's going to get to that one. That is out number 2. Rose, a base runner rating of 2. Hit the center -1. Butler a 0. Rose will take third only on a 1. He'll stay at second base, 2 down. And now here's Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 1 for 2 today, a walk and a 2-run bomb. Yes, Sports Time Machine. Schmidt hit the bomb. Hit a bomb in this game. He didn't go in with Rudy Law and Julio Cruz. Rudy Law and Julio Cruz were on the team last night. Rudy Law and Julio Cruz are on the starting lineup. Yes, this is using version 4 rules as Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Using, I should say, a modified version 4 rules. And I may tell you more about that there, Baseball Demos. Rose on at second, and Forster will pitch. 6-2, strikeout, no. Schmidt, a 1-2, and he powers one into right field. That's a 12, and against the lefty, Schmidt's going to smack a 3-bagger. Rose is going to come all the way around from second. Schmidt will slide into third. That's a triple. Schmidt goes ahead and gets another RBI. This time it's a triple, and it's 6-0 Phillies. Stadium groans. Mike Schmidt I guess Mike Schmidt was disappointed I didn't give him the MVP in the 1976 replay I did when I gave it to Dick Allen. I think Mike Schmidt's trying to tell me something here for this replay. We'll see. Here's Matthews. No, he didn't steal with them when you could have. No, I have to get a plus sign on them. I probably didn't get a plus. Remember, the White Sox didn't get much done against they didn't get much done against Boddicker in that game, in that first game. They didn't get Boddicker pretty much owned the White Sox in that game there, Jimmy Jam. Here's Matthews. Matthews is 2 for 3, a single and a double. And Forster, They're going to let him pitch here, I think. Yeah, well, yeah, they'll let him see if I can finish. Well, no, Forster's coming out. That'll be it for Forster. They're going to bring in a righty to go to Matthews. And coming on to pitch for the Braves is going to be Gene Garber. 4 wins, 5 losses, 9 saves, a 4.60 ERA. Garber will be the third pitcher for the Braves. Garber will go ahead and pitch. And 3-1, walk plus 10. Yeah, ball 4. And he'll walk Matthews. Garber had only 16 walks in 83. The batter now is Maddox. And Maddox is 1 for 3 with a double. Excess G2 joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Schmidt on at third. Matthews on at first. Yep, Landro did I a cycle. My first ever cycle for Fall Classic. Garber will go ahead and deal with Maddox. And 3-4. That's an error on a throw. Maddox 1-6. Nope, it's going to be a fly ball. Fly ball center field. Butler is going to make all 3 putouts in this inning, but 1 run, 2 hits, a walk, an RBI triple by Schmitty. And right now the Phillies have a commanding 6-0 lead in game 1 of this NLDS. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night on the network, we're going to stay in the senior circuit. It'll be game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Montreal Expos. Will be at Stadio Olympique. Fernando Valenzuela will be going for the Dodgers, and Charlie Lee will be going for the Expos. The Expos were the National League East champs and the #1 seed in the National League. The Dodgers, after beating the Padres in the wild card game, in the wild card playoff, now play the Expos. Game 1 of the NLDS, the Dodgers and the Expos. That will be tomorrow night here on the network, and that will be a Fall Classic series. Bottom of the 7th here, Phillies lead 6-0 on the Braves as Midlife Crisis joins us here at Fulton County Stadium. Jerry Royster leads off. He is 0 for 2. John Denny right now in full command. Denny will pitch. Denny 2-6. It's a blank. Royster 3-6. Ground out to second base. Morgan will go ahead and get that. And that is out number 1. Here's Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 2. Denny, he will pitch. 4-5. That's a blank. Chambliss 4-3. Fly ball hit the right. And Von Hayes is going to doesn't really have to go far. He's just going to make a play on 2 down. Hubbard is next. He's 0 for 2. Denny will set up and pitch. 1-4. Strikeout. No. Hubbard, a 6-1, and that's grounded to second base. Once again, Morgan will get that. Take his time, toss it over, and that side are retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Bravos. 6-0 fighting Phils after 7. Top of the 8th, Gene Garber. He is going to stay. I think he's going to stay out there. Will he? He will. Yeah, he's going to stay out there. Bo Diaz leads off for the Phillies. He's 1 for 3. Garber, a 5-6. It's a blank. Diaz, 1-1. Ground out to short. And easily played by Ramirez. And that's the first out. De Jesus is next. And he is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Pitch from Garber. And 2-4 against the righty. Strikeout. Got him. And that's going to be a strikeout for Garber. He had 45 of them in 83. Next batter is Denny. They're going to let him pitch. Denny pitching an absolute gem. He's got a 6-run lead. He will be tired after 2 batters. They're going to let him pitch here. They're going to let him bat. Garber will pitch. Garber, 4-5, strikeout. No. Denny avoids it. Denny, 5-1, ground out to first. That'll be handled by Chambliss. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Phils. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-0 in favor of the Vikings. Denny can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. And why not? He's only scattered 5 hits in this game. Bruce Benedict leads off for the Braves. He's 0 for 2. 6-0 Phillies, game 1 of this NLDS. Denny, 4-2 against the righty. Strikeout, no. Benedict, a 3-1, hits one into right field, but Von Hayes is going to be there, and that's out number 1. Pinch hitter coming in for Garber. The Braves will go to the bench, and they're going to go with... Terry Harper. 264 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. Terry Harper did make the team. So John, postseason roster. Pitch from Denny. 2-1, error on a grounder. Harper, 6-1. Nope, that's a hard line out right to short. De Jesus gloves it 2 away. 2 outs, and now here's the Butler. The Butler is 1 for 3. 2 away. John Denny is now tired. He's going to see if he can go. Denny will pitch. And 5-6. Walk. 19 no. Butler. A 4-1 base hit into left field. Butler gets a single. Keeps the inning going. That's Butler's second hit of the game. And here comes Ramirez. Ramirez is 1 for 3 with a single. Strategy rolls are off. It's a 6-0 lead for the Phillies. Denny will go ahead and pitch to Ramirez. Denny, 3-5. Home run chance. Righty, 1-11. The 11 is good. But Ramirez needs a 3. Can Ramirez get the Braves on the board? No. 4-6. Instead, he's going to chop it to first base. That'll be an easy play there for Rose. He'll take it to the bag himself. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Braves. Still 6-0 after 8. We go to the top of the 9th. And top of the order for the Phillies. Here's Von Hayes. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. Braves need a pitcher. And they're going to go with, let's see, left switch left. They're going to bring out Pete Falcone. 9 wins, 4 losses, no saves, a 3.63 ERA. Falcone is in the bullpen for the series. Or I should say for the postseason. So Pete Falcone will pitch here to Von Hayes. Top of the 9th, 6-0 Phils. Falcone, 4-2, walk plus 10, and that's ball 4. As usual, the first thing I do is give up a walk. So Hayes walks for the second time, and here comes Charlie Hustle. He's 1 for 4 with a double. Hayes on it first, 6-0 Phillies. Game 1 of this division series. Falcone, 6-6 against the switch right. Home run result. But Rose didn't hit one that year. Rose, 6-2, but he will get a base hit in the center field. That'll be a single. Hayes, great speed. Base runner 5. Single to center, though, a -2. And Hayes is going to hold at second base anyway. Hayes is held at second as Brett Butler gets the ball in there. And now runners at first and second for Morgan. Morgan is 1 for 4 with a base hit. 6-0 in favor of the Phils, and they're looking to get more. Pitch from Falcone. 4-6. Strikeout, no. Morgan, a 5-6, and it's flied to right field. And Claudell Washington will make the play. And that is out number 1. Hayes, a base runner, 5. Hit to right, 0. And Washington, a +2. Hayes is automatically going to take third. Hayes automatically takes third on the out. And there's one down. Here comes Schmidt. Schmidt is 2 for 3, a triple and a bomb and a walk. Falcone will go ahead and pitch to Schmidt. Falcone, 2-3. Pitcher result, righty. 1-10's an automatic out. The 16 is a blank. Schmidt, 1-1, base hit right field. Schmidt is killing it tonight. That'll bring in Hayes. It's a single to right. That'll bring in Hayes. Pete Rose with base runner 2. A single to right +1. And Rose will hold at second base. As the right fielder, Washington gets it in. But another run scores for the Phillies. Another RBI for Schmidt. And he's now a double short of another cycle. He's not going to get it, though. I doubt he's going to come up to bat again. And it's 7-0. Stadium groans. Here's Matthews. Matthews is 2 for 3, a single and a double. And right now, Falcone, the fans here at FCS are pretty much beginning to leave. And they're going to leave Falcone out there. Why not? This game is, you're already thinking about game 2 of this series. Pitch from Falcone. And 6-1. It's a blank. Matthews. 3-2. That's a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base pivot. Hubbard +1 is a 4. They'll get the double play and end the inning. 6-4-3 double play, but 1 run on 2 hits. Another RBI by Schmidt. He's got 4 of the 7 RBIs, and he's doing the job. Phillies have a 7-0 lead. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. John Denny is tired. He says, "I can do it, coach." Claudell Washington leads off for the Braves. He's 2 for 3 tonight, though. John Denny looking on a shutout in a complete game. Denny, 1-2, strikeout, 8, got him. And Denny will get a strikeout there, and that is his 4th. 4 Ks for Denny, 1 away. And now here's the Murph. Murph is 1 for 3. Pitch from Denny. And 2-1, error on a grounder. Murphy, 6-3. It is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to first. That ball is at the Rose. Rose's ever rating is a 6. That's a 12. Rose has got it. John Denny will come over there. Rose will fish it. Will send it to him. And that is out number 2. Now the last chance for the Braves is Jerry Royster. Royster is 0 for 3. 2 down, 7-0 Phils, owning this game today against the Braves at Fulton County. Denny will go ahead and pitch. 6-3, error on a throw. Royster, 6-1. That is it's a ground ball to third. That ball is picked up by Schmidt. His ever rating is a 9. That is a 9. He's going to throw it wide. Rose's range is a 2, and it's going to get by him. And Royster goes to second base on the error. So that's going to be an E5 on Schmidt as he makes a bad throw. First error on the Phillies in the ball game. And Royster will take second on the bad throw. So Schmidt has an excellent night tonight. Only a double short of the cycle again, but this time he makes an error and it keeps the inning going. And now it's up to Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 3. Still 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Phillies lead 7-0. Denny looking on, trying to complete the game. Denny will pitch. 4-1, range play. Chambliss, 4-2. Against a righty, it's a base hit past first, but it's a range play for Rose. Rose's range is a 2. Nope, that's going to be a base hit past first, and that'll be a single. Royster with 2 outs. He will come around and he will score. It's now 7-1. As Chambliss gets an RBI single to bring in a run here. As he get it done, Rose couldn't make the play. So now it is 7-1 in favor of the Phillies. The batter now is Hubbard. And they go talk to Denny on the mound. He said, I just got to get one more out, coach. They're going to stick with him. The error wasn't his fault. That's an unearned run anyway. And Hubbard is 0 for 3. Now a 7-1 ball game as the shutout is gone. But John Denny says, I can get it done. The fans that are still here at FCS, hoping for a good hit. Denny will pitch. 3-4 against a righty. Strikeout 4. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. That's your game. Phillies will go ahead and get the victory on the Braves tonight, 7-1. Stadium barfs. Yeah. That's a 5th strikeout for Denny. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. But the Philadelphia Phillies will take a win here tonight and take the home field advantage and now have a 1-0 lead in the NLDS. Heck of a way to start the series. The Braves get completely owned by Phillies pitching, and this Phillies team could be tougher than you think. Remember, this team did play in the World Series in 1983. Final line score coming up. For the Phillies, 7 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. For the Braves, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is John Denny. He goes the distance and gets the complete game. Pascual Perez will take the loss. He'll drop to 0-1 in the postseason. And that's how it's going to start here. So a big win for the Phillies on the road at Fulton County. And they have the home field right now back at the vet after game 2. So the Phillies will get a big win here. Tomorrow night, game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Montreal Expos. It will be Fernando Mania for the Dodgers, and he will take on Charlie Lee of the Expos. That will be at Stade Olympique. The Expos looking to see if they can get back to the World Series in the network. And the Dodgers, never count them out. It should be a good matchup tomorrow night. Game 1 of that NLDS. Dodgers and Expos. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Philadelphia Phillies pretty much scalp the Braves with a 7-1 win. The Phillies lead this National League Division Series 1-0.